Hi, this is a small video, and this is in response to the recent couple of apostasy events that have occurred on YouTube. Some of the latest YouTube apostates from Islam. One of them was ex-Kimdonesia, which was known as Kimdonesia, and I think there was another person called Vintage Goth. What I find interesting isn't necessarily they left, given the statistics that's known. Within 3 years, 75% of Muslim converts end up leaving, or if they remain inside the Muslim fold, Muslim community, it's more a matter of being a nominal Muslim, um, not really believing it, just simply going through the motions. But like, for example, you can go into a Catholic church and you'll find that there'll be people who just simply turn up on Holy Day of obligations, things like Easter, the Feast of the Epiphany, Good Friday, Lent, Ash Wednesday, the usual stuff, rather than being a person who goes there every week and actually truly and genuinely believes in the ceremony in which they're partaking in. So in terms of them leaving, statistically, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it didn't actually happen sooner. The second part, which I find interesting, is the response from the Muslim community on YouTube to this apostasy, and I find it hypocritical because there always seems to be a cycle inside the Muslim community inside YouTube to quickly jump on to any convert away from a given religion, and then when they convert away from, for example, Christianity or Judaism, they'll end up saying, aha, they converted away from a religion that is full of flaws, and now they're coming to our perfect religion, and this is just an absolute wonderful event. They've seen the truth in Islam, which sounds all very well and good, but the problem occurs is you see over a period of time they get all excited about the fact that this person's writing nice articles saying this is what I did, this is what I read, and my life has changed and I've got a deeper perspective of spirituality. And you see that there was Kimdonesia wrote several articles. I'm just trying to remember the website, but I'm sure someone out there who is watching this video remember the many websites she has wrote little articles and comments and discussions regarding reading the Quran and so forth. I find it interesting is that those exact same people who are bad-mouthing her now, who are calling her a sellout, who are calling her, oh no, she wasn't really a genuine convert, oh no, she didn't really believe, oh no, she was a paid Christian who converts and then converts back to somehow, put off other converts to Islam. I've seen all the excuses, but these would have been the same people a month earlier who would have turned around and said, MashaAllah, I can't believe it, it's wonderful, it's marvellous, she's a perfect convert, as if to make out she's Mary or Fatima, how could you say, her reverence to Islam is so great that she's used as a model for other Muslim converts. It's amazing how there can be a sudden swing from one direction to another, and I find it funny that when a person converts from one religion to Islam, apparently they have seen the light and they've seen reason, they've seen rationalism, and they've seen the truth when there's Islam, and yet they can't help themselves to badmouth the other religion, Christianity, Judaism, or wherever they came from, and yet when that same person leaves, it's apparently that individual's fault. So apparently when they convert away from a given religion, the person's wise and noble and have seen the truth, and yet when the person leaves Islam, it's not the religion at fault, it's the person at fault. You end up having a double standard there. It really shows a level of insecurity inside the Muslim community online. I've seen it in general, an insecurity inside Islam, that there seems to be this duality of, on one hand, they say that they're the religion of truth, and yet on the other hand, they throw around numbers. For example, these, we're the fastest growing religion or what have you. Yet at the same time, when a person leaves, they'll either badmouth them or say, oh no, numbers don't matter. They seem to have this duality of pulling on stuff when it suits them, but when it doesn't suit them, they'll conveniently ignore it and then focus on, they'll just go back to the same jingle of, oh, well, we're the truth all the time, and we don't need numbers to prove it. There just seems to be a mountain of hypocrisy that I see within inside the Muslim community online and in general when it comes to converts, or as some people call them, reverts. But I call it revert as the most hypocritical name to call it, because revert is assuming that every person is born a Muslim, which they're not. It's a stupid idea. But like I said, Indonesia's left, Vintage Goth left, and it's interesting to see the amount of bad mouthing that's come out of the Muslim community online. The number of people abusing them, the number of people making up stories, the number of people claiming, oh no, they weren't really sincere converts, and then creating a whole narrative, a whole conspiracy, a narrative, a conspiracy about what her true intentions were. Like I said, I find it hypocritical. I'll let you guys think about that.